my new therapist in about 9 minutes. I'm in a lot of pain today. My period is starting in the next day or so, and I'm always in a lot of pain the first day. And this appointment's at 9. It's currently 8:51, so it's a little early. I haven't showered. I'm still in my clothes from yesterday, but I tried to do my hair a little bit to seem a little put together. But I don't know. I don't feel the best, obviously, and it's really making this hard because everything about this is new. So when I'm in pain, everything feels extra wrong and extra difficult, extra overwhelming. It's just a sensory thing. I've always kind of explained it to my husband as I can normally have 3 sensory senses happening at once, but when I'm in pain, it eats up 2 or 3 of them, so that I really can't handle anything else. All I can do is kind of sit in the pain and hope it goes away and try to disconnect from it. But I took medication, and I've been stretching, so hopefully I'll be able to zone into this meeting and be present and not be masking, but I really don't know. I don't have the best feelings about the mindset that I'm currently in going into this. But we will see. That was really difficult, and I'm hot, and now I'm getting goosebumps because I'm cooling from my sweat a little bit. I was a wreck. I was a freaking mess. It was a fucking mess. I didn't even notice, but I made myself bleed. I wring my hands so much when I'm nervous and when I'm so this is, let me set you up. This is what he saw. They saw a little higher, here, and I just tear and squeeze and pick, and tissues are used and torn, and
Ew.
And I came here in this location 15 minutes into the thing because they were breaking up a little bit upstairs. So there's even more tissues upstairs in my office. Talking about trauma, explaining my childhood, how? How do you explain a childhood that is so seasonal, so many different, this is my trauma timeline from when I was with Katie, and it's 3 pages from 2 years old to 25. These are all events that trauma events we needed to talk about and cover in EMDR. And I'm just trying to explain that to somebody. And I even told them, I was there's one way that I would have explained my childhood and that I have explained my childhood. And then there's the insightful, learned a bunch from therapy and know that I experienced a lot of emotional abuse and neglect and stuff. I asked, how do you want me to explain? It's all just such a mess. And maybe I feel like it's such a mess because I'm overwhelmed, and like a lot happened to me, a whole lot happened to me, but there has to be like a more organized way to explain things on like the way it feels in my head, but I don't know what it is. God, the whole thing was just like they were freezing and breaking up, and it was on Google Meets and not like Zoom that I've gotten more comfortable with, and it was just really tough. I'm sweating so much. Okay, nobody look. Ooh. Punch Copper in the nose a little bit. Nobody look at my boobs.
Gabo.
I struggle to make sense. I struggle to bounce between like this masking summer right now that's like and then this summer, the like real summer that's having trouble talking and is like just kind of like going into phases of like of just frustration of like not having the words and not You were a very good boy. Yeah.